God. You will look up to your spouse to give what only God gives. It will frustrate you.
Yes, sir.
Some men are saying, thank you, Apostle, give them. but the truth is the truth. Okay? Now, so he said these people show up. And all they care about, it doesn't that look like what Christianity is built on nowadays? That's what it looks like. Imagine if every sermon everywhere and every prayer everywhere has to do with knowing God more. Nobody is declaring be healed. Nobody is saying you are free. Nobody is saying let doors of favor open. It's just about intimacy with God. Evangelism, soul winning. How many people will be happy to go to church? That's why I said that many people can be in church for 30 years and they are never Christians. My wife was talking to someone. She went somewhere to fix her nails and she asked the person, are you born again, right? And he said, what does that mean? And he's a Christian. He's never heard it before. We can have a church that is also a mission field. What is a mission field? The field of the lost, where we go to save the lost. It can be a church, but yet it's still a field of the lost. They don't know about Jesus, because even the pastor too doesn't. He has MBA and he knows how to manage well. He can speak well and he's loyal. He's a good son to Papa, and he doesn't read the Bible, but he knows about it. He's a good pastor. And children and people's entire life is built on that. The society will never become a better place, because that's the quality of people we are chiseling out. They've never been trained and taught. Anybody who is smart can get a school of ministry certificate. It's different from training. One of the biggest gifts you can have is that God trains you in a good house.
Yes, sir.
That's it. That's a gift that only God can give. Because you live all your life defending your bias, but you don't know that you've received rubbish. That's why many of those that were people that people are looking up to in many churches, as they travel to UK and America, they became something else. You know why? They were never there. The church placed them there. And they were speaking Christianese. They were never there. Look at it. 2 women had their children. 2 women. Both of them prostitutes. One night, one slept on her own child and the child died. Oh yes, I've seen where someone slept on the child and the child died. Flattened out. Yes. And the mother didn't wake up till daybreak. So I'm telling you, it's not just what is in the Bible. I have seen it. I carried the child in my hands, dead. And the woman who slept on her child went to drop the child beside another woman and carried that one child. What does that tell us? Number one, this woman never loved her child. She loved the idea of having one. There are people who don't love God. They love the idea of ministry. And can I say something quite tough? What I want to say is very tough. Can I say it? Oh yes. I'm quite skeptical about people who have to do ministry because there was no other way. Okay. So, our Christianity should not be built on trying to get ahead. When they were going to cast Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego into the fire, look at what they said. They said, the God that we serve. They said, oh Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer you in this manner. He said, the God that we serve is able to deliver us from both you and your fiery furnace. And said, but if not, we still will not bow. I know God can do it, but if it doesn't, I'm here. That's discipleship. You don't feel you are trying to get ahead of someone. Let me tell you, the proof that you are living a competitive life is that you struggle to congratulate those that God has answered. You feel it is bad if it is not you. Listen, there will be people who are not as groomed as you are, and they will get the result early, and mercy will keep them.
Yes.
Yes, mercy will. You must understand that God doesn't like wastage. So he's not going to waste any of his children because they got it before you. Do you get it?
Yes, sir.
So our entire church culture can be built on needs. And that's why Bible study for me is a very important service. That's where you know those who want to dig deep, so you can celebrate yourselves. Go back to that Ezekiel. Let's finish reading. We're in verse 31. So they show up as people tend to do and sit in your company. They listen to you speak, but they don't do a thing you say. How many Christians in church are doers? So sometimes I can't understand how we hear all these things and still do what we do. Strange. Very strange. How is the word not convicting us? How? You know, one of the things you must understand is that the Holy Spirit will not operate within the space you didn't allow him to operate in. You are the one to allow him. And he will do it little by little. You want to talk. Your wife has said something. You say, let me give. He said, hold it first. And you know you don't like cheating. You don't like cheating. Do you like cheating? I don't like to give it till you feel light. Like, I will tell you everything till there's nothing left. I'm not really like it like that. Like, I will tell. See, the way I'm feeling, you feel it too. If you keep living like that, you will destroy yourselves. You will destroy the relationships around you. You will break people. So, sometimes it's tiring. Every time I come to church, what are the things I need to change that I'm going to change? They flatter you compliments. But all they care about is what? Making money. And what? Getting ahead. Christianity with proofs. We've coined many languages. See, even people who tell you about proofs, there was a time they didn't have it. My fear is that you might be a better Christian in the days of lack. You see, money is dangerous. Think about it. What do you want to buy? Phone. That's the least. What else? A good car. You want to see the entire dashboard screen. Oh, I love cars. God had to deal with me. And by the time he was done dealing with me, we had to agree that, Daddy, obviously, I know you know more than I know that that thing you are trying to take away didn't go. Is that okay now? I wasn't using a car for a whole year. He didn't allow me buy. And I had to be using Bolt with my family in this Abuja. Our service will hang around and then call Bolt and just gather us. On Sunday morning, we'll keep calling Bolt. One will come and say, we'll not want AC. If I want AC, how much will give? I'll just sit down and say, me. So God was apparently trying to deal with me. Because, so within that period, all the pictures of cars I've saved on my phone, all the pictures, I'll just sit and delete them and say, vanity upon vanity. So after the 1 year schooling was done, and then I was given a car. The moment that car came, hey, Sabrina Kafulate. One night I just have downloaded like 16 pictures of cars. I say, oh yes, I just like this. You know, this will just look at you and you see yourself. I say it's true. What we try to do for 1 year. So I now said, God, it's like your method didn't work for me. So, but let's find a way to manage it. So help me. Okay? Because if care is not taken, you keep using money to chase your vanity. Some people, their own might not be cars, might be houses. Just like seeing fine houses. All my weakness in this Abuja, by now you should know it. Where's that? Okay. Thank you. Yeah. You know, in Abuja, anything that has an extension, sometimes I want to look again. I say Pape is also the time I said don't talk about. So I just go there and like, God have far. One time I carried my entire family. I said, all of you will follow me. Let's go to Katampe. I like that place. By the time we were done, we wasted an entire day. God said, by now you know. Stay where I put you. Because you can use our entire life chasing that. While you may consider that as good vanity, before you know, you start stepping into bad vanity. Women. Some people are addicted to jewelries. Sorry. Just bling bling. See, it's okay. Use what's nice. Is that okay? Use nice stuff. Is that okay? Use nice stuff. But once it becomes an addiction, that even if you have not eaten, as one just pass and say, buy earring. And so people own his phone, they can buy 10. iPhone 16 Pro Max. As 17 is coming out here, add on top. The Bible called it superfluity of nothingness. Are you with me? So, we should not be that kind of people, because that's what Christianity is now like. That's the culture. And once this is the culture, what is going to happen is that there will be offenses. You know why? Why do you get offended every 4 years in Nigeria? Because you have expectations. Abi?
Yes, sir.
2027 is coming. You will have expectations too. The message that brought many of you into Christ gave you false hope. Once you come to Jesus, all your problems will disappear. The Jesus himself says, in this world you will have tribulation. So you will have tribulation. I've been sick before. I'm telling you. Sometimes you might hear me tell you stories, but there are consequences for some of the stories. When I fasted till I started vomiting blood, I suffered the consequence. There was a time that my wife would be carrying me on the floor, grappling for pain. consequences. You may not hear a preacher say that. You may not know. One time I was hearing a man of God I respect so much, and he said he's not proud of what fasting has done to his body. Because the danger of not using wisdom is that by the time you now need the fasting the most, your body is not aligning. It was just like yesterday that we were all in the same place, many young people seeking God for who he is, not for what we can get out of him. What is amazing me is that that culture is fast disappearing, and we must not allow it. That Christianity will not be based on entertainment. Your choice of church will not be based on the way their speakers sound. A church with a sound message may not have good sound. But are you disciplined enough to listen to the message for what you need? If this is it, many young preachers will not be under pressure. For many years in this ministry, and the leaders are here, for many years, when I'm preaching like this, I will wear earphone because I'm recording through the speaker or the mic of the earphone. Or sometimes we now downloaded one app, the record, it will be on the table, and my messages were going everywhere with phone. With phone. Somebody heard one of my teachings from India, then said, I heard it, I was so blessed, but I wish the sound was better. Then he gave us 200,000. We bought mixer, amp, 60,000. A pair of speaker, 50,000. One wireless mic, 35,000. Cables, and then added 60,000, our entire savings, to buy generator. Fireman generator. Yes, we gave the generator to our church. Well, we left it in Ife. So our church in Ife used the generator till their neighbors begged them that those that were living in child generation were getting lean. But do you know that we are not a better church now than then?
Yes.
In fact, we might be a worse church now if our pursuit has changed. Because money can change your pursuit. You can move from revival to favor. They are both messages.